You know, try to refrain from not making videos about the Dallas Cowgirls. The you know, it's simple. It's very simple. The Cowboys have been losing for a very long time. A very long time. When you losing as long as the Dallas Cowboys have been losing, you have to hate on everybody else in the division. They had to hate the Giants when the Giants won those two Super Bowls. What's going on, Quincy? They have to hate the Eagles because the Eagles have won that Super Bowl. Let me ask you a question. What past what past dynasty has had to sit and watch while three other Super Bowls are won in their division and they can do nothing about it? What other dynasty had to sit and watch that? The Pittsburgh Steelers didn't have to sit and watch while the division was ran by two other teams who've won in the midst of their winning. San Francisco 49ers, I don't think they had to sit and watch that either. But the Dallas Cowboys, let's diagnose their frustration. Let's diagnose why every single year the Dallas Cowboys really think that it's their year. Let's sit and really diagnose why. Let's I think it's a psychotic problem that the Dallas Cowboys have. Now look about that. Now think about it this way. The Cowboys won 5 Super Bowls. The last one was about 23 years ago, something like that. In between those 23 years, the Eagles have ran the division pretty much. The Eagles have ran the division. What's going on, We Them Birds? What's going on, Tamisha Fuller? The Eagles have ran the division for a while. The Eagles have had a successful tenure under Donovan McNabb. We have been by far, the McNabb era was by far better than the Tony Romo era. So they had to sit and watch that. They had to sit and watch the Eli Manning era, which has brought the New York Giants 2 Super Bowls. Now they have to sit and watch the Doug Peterson, Carson Wentz era, which has already resulted in a Super Bowl in its second year. Now, I don't. If anybody think Dak is the GOAT, they're retarded. Now, let's sit and think about what the Cowboys have done in that last 23 years from the last Super Bowl. Let's think about all the coaches they've had. They've had Wade Phillips, Jason Garrett, a bunch of people who didn't amount to shit. A bunch of people. I feel you, Brian. I feel you. You might be one of the best. Might be one of the best Saints fans out there. Exactly. I don't even know how old I was. The Cowboys' last Super Bowl, I don't even think I was interested in football. I don't even think I was interested in football. Bill Parcells. I mean, is Bill Parcells even still living? Look at these people names that we're mentioning. Look at these people names that we're mentioning. Can somebody tell me the last time the Cowboys was in the NFC Championship game? Nobody knows this stuff. And now you got Cowboys fans making live videos talking about Taco Charles. What's the kid name? The slow guy, he's trash. Taco Charles. Come on, man. Taco, that's about to be your breakout star. Dallas, you're going to have another season of not amounting to anything. I honestly still don't think the Cowboys going to the playoffs. Not one time in the Brady era have the Cowboys played against the Patriots. That's a good. That makes sense. That makes sense. The Giants have represented the NFC twice in the Brady era. So have the Eagles. So have the Eagles. I believe the only Brady losses in the playoffs in the Super Bowl have come by the NFC East, if I'm correct. Have come by the NFC East. I mean, come on, man. Rico is their breakout star. Come on, man. Let's let's be for real. Let's be for real here. Let's be logical. Let's be logical. Dak Prescott is a backup quarterback. Dak Prescott is not better than Nick Foles. Dak Prescott is a true bona fide backup quarterback. And I'm glad he threw that touchdown in that first preseason game. That was his first touchdown pass in 11-on-11 action. I'm glad he threw that touchdown because the touchdown was a fluke. The sun was in the defender's eyes. I'm glad he threw that. So now people think it's hope. People think it's hope. I'm glad he threw that. Thank you. And when people start putting 8 in the box to shut Zeke down, when they start putting 8 in the box to shut Zeke down, Dak Prescott's inaccuracy is going to be on full display. Full display. Dak Prescott will be exposed this year. You think the league is going to let Zeke, you think the league, what's going on D22? You think the league is going to let Zeke run wild for the 3rd straight year? Even though Zeke missed 6 games last year, Zeke still ran wild. He still damn near had 1,000 yards on the ground. You think he's about to be the main focus. He's going to be the focal point of the offense. They're going to shut down Zeke. Dak is sweet. Everybody is going to zero in on Zeke. What's going on, Don Juan? Without a running game, Dak can do nothing. Dak can do nothing. Dak can do nothing without a running game. Do you know how easy it is to manage the game? First of all, I believe Zeke's rookie year, I think he had 1,000 yards on first down carries alone. He had 1,000 yards on first down carries alone. Do you know how easy it is to manage the game with a 2nd and 5? With a 2nd and 5, do you know how easy it is to manage the game with a 2nd and 5? These dudes don't talk. These dudes don't talk. They don't talk sports facts because they don't know sports facts. They just get on their camera and they say names. They get on their camera and they say names. Ezekiel Elliott in his rookie year when Dallas was the #1 seed and got the fucking boot by Aaron Rodgers, Zeke had 1,000 yards alone on first down carries. Come on. 1,000 yards alone on first down carries. Dak Prescott, that rookie season, was in the most manageable position he could ever be in. I don't think the Giants are going to be the worst in our division. I think it's going to be the Cowboys. The Cowboys are going to have the worst. Cowboys are going to be in the bottom of the NFC East this year. I could feel it. What's going on, man of God? I could feel it. I'm trying to tell you. These are the things that I feel right now. I feel like the Saints are not going to be as good as they were last year. I feel like the Dallas Cowboys are going to be 4th in the division in the NFC East. And I feel like another team that's going to take a step back is the Atlanta Falcons. That's how I feel. What's going on, William? That's how I feel. And you know what happened last time I had a gut feeling? We held that Lombardi up. My gut feeling is that the Cowboys will be in the basement of the NFC East. The Cowboys, I don't think they're going to be better than the Redskins. I don't think they're going to be better than the Redskins. They're going to be in the basement of the NFC East. I'm going to tell you why, because Dak Prescott is going to get exposed. Zeke is going to get shut down. Zeke, they're going to make it a point to make Dak Prescott beat them with his arm. They're going to make it a point. The teams we should worry about are the worst teams? No. We don't have to worry about the Cowboys. That's for sure. To be honest, Eli's pretty trash too. Eli's pretty trash. What's going on, Smith? Eli's pretty trash. I'm gonna keep it real with that. Eli's trash, but Dak is overhyped trash. Eli is trash because Eli is getting older. Dak is young, hot garbage. Dak is fresh garbage. Dak is fresh stool. Dak is fresh dinosaur shit. T-Rex droppings. Dak is trash, bro. Trash. Zeke is not overrated. Zeke is a top 3 back in the game. Zeke is a top 3 running back in the game. I give Zeke his respect. Zeke is a dog. But Dak is not like that, bro. And y'all know Dak ain't that good, man. Y'all tripping in Dallas. You are tripping in Dallas. You tripping in Dallas. The year y'all was the #1 seed, that was on Zeke's legs. That was on Zeke's legs. Dallas had the most second and fives out of anybody in the NFL. You want to know why? Because, once again, a stat that nobody likes to point out, Ezekiel Elliott had 1,000 yards on first down carries. That's just first down carries. 1,000 yards. Dak had the luxury of operating out of a 2nd and 5 the whole rookie season. And you know what happened when Zeke went out? You saw what happened when Zeke went out. You saw what happened when Zeke went out. They got embarrassed. They got embarrassed. You saw what happened. These quarterbacks in the NFC East do not stand a chance. Do not stand a chance with the pass rush we're going to put on their ass for 6 games. They do not stand a chance. They don't stand a chance. Zeke is going to have to run against 8 in the box like everybody else. Zeke going to be asking for a trade soon because they're going to run Zeke into the ground. They're going to run Zeke into the ground. Dallas so fucking trash. Dallas is the only team that I seen try. When Zeke went out, Dallas tried to screenplay on like a 3rd and 2. A screenplay. Shit went nowhere. Come on, man. What's a fairy tale? I'll tell you what's not a fairy tale. The Eagles winning the Super Bowl ain't a fairy tale. That just happened. That just happened. That just happened. Tavon Austin is a speedster. Tavon Austin is a fucking punt returner. Tavon Austin is a punt returner. Brandon Cooks is Tavon Austin with way better hands. And you see what we did to Brandon Cooks. Come dancing around that middle. We're going to lay Tavon ass down. That's what I'm saying. These Cowboys fans, man, I don't know what's getting into some of you Cowboys fans. I don't know what's getting into some of you Cowboys fans. You act like you've been winning something recently. What's going on, loyal to Houston? Dallas really act like they've been winning something recently. Dallas been losing. Dallas been losing since I've been interested in football. And that shit is not going to change. It's not going to change. Dallas, y'all swear y'all sold this and y'all swear y'all sold that. Y'all never met Bill Belichick in the Super Bowl. We know Bill Belichick having it on lock over there in the AFC. That's current facts. That's about 20 years happening, and Bill Belichick done had it on smash over there. You never met Bill Belichick? You never had to go to war with Bill Belichick for a Lombardi? We've done that twice in that era. You never went to war with Bill Belichick. Who the fuck y'all go to war with? Who y'all go to war with? Y'all went to war with coaches who probably ain't. Y'all went to war with coaches who probably not even in the Hall of Fame. Who did the Cowboys beat in the last Super Bowl they won? You know what I'm saying? Who did the Cowboys beat in the last Super Bowl they won? And then you got Cowboys fans like 30 years old. Some of these Cowboys fans not even old enough to even fucking remember the last time they won a Super Bowl. If you're a Cowboys fan and you wasn't old enough to legally buy a drink last time y'all won a Super Bowl, have a seat, bro. Have a seat. Have a seat. Come on, man. Y'all played the Bills. Cowboys played the Bills in their last Super Bowl. Come on, man. The Bills only famous for going to 4 Super Bowls and not winning one. You've been to 3 parades, so how old are you then? You've been to 3 parades? How old are you? How old are you since you've been to 3 parades? You've been to 3 parades and they all was over 20 years ago. So what have you been doing the last 20 years of your life sentence? You got life in jail without seeing a parade. What have you been doing the last 20 years of your life sentence? You've been to 3 parades. The last parade The damn price of eggs was 99 cents. You can't get a 99-cent carton of eggs no more. A lot has changed. A lot has changed since that last parade. A lot has changed. Come on, man. Talking about you been to 3 parades. Nobody don't care about ancient history, bro. Nobody don't care about ancient history. Nobody don't care about ancient history. Was they even making Super Bowl hats for your last parade? Was Bluetooth even invented? Did you watch the game in HD? Did you watch the game in 4K? No. No. Because we have moved forward since your last parade. We got with the times. Come on, man. Old ass rings. Old ass rings. That's all y'all could say is them. That's all y'all could talk about is them old ass rings. That's all you could talk about is these old ass rings. Nobody don't care what happened 20 years ago. Nobody don't care what happened 20 years ago, man. That's what you Cowboys fans fail to realize. That's what you Cowboys fans fail to realize. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Rings don't expire. Rings don't expire. What's up, KJ? Rings don't expire, brother. But it's a damn timestamp on a ring. If your last ring was over 10 years ago, that shit is null and void. That is null and void. Come on, man. That is null and void. If your ring is over 20 years ago, 10 years ago, it's null and void. Motherfuckers don't even drive cars 10 years old no more. What we talking about? What we talking about? People barely buy houses that are 10 years old. What we talking about? Come on, man. Y'all need to get with the times. The only thing we do that was 10 years old is wear retro Jordans, and people don't even do that no more like that. People don't even do that no more like that. We don't even wear Jordans no more because they came out so long ago. We done with that. We done with doing old stuff. We done with bringing retros back. Hey, shout out for good looking if you follow me on the gram. We done with bringing old stuff back. Come on, man. I'm getting sick and tired of the Dallas Cowboys talking about some shit that happened 20-something years ago. 20 years ago. The Falcons had Dak running for his life, and it was a backup. A backup. Dude got a bonus off of Dak. Dak is bonus. Dak is a bonus. Dak is fresh dinosaur droppings. He new doo-doo. Dak is new doo-doo. Dak is doo-doo in a pamper. Baby, fresh baby doo-doo. Dak is baby shit. Soft. Soft just like it. Come on, man. Word. Funk Master Flex was the hottest in the game. Cool G rapping them was still in the corner having ciphers. Come on, man. Come on, man. Dak Prescott? Dak Prescott? The next person that don't stress about Alshon. Do not stress about Alshon. Don't stress about Alshon. I'm going to tell you why you shouldn't stress about Alshon. Because they said that Carson Wentz was going to start on the PUP list. And then look what Wentz said. Do not stress about Alshon. He played with that injury, got the surgery. Don't stress about Alshon. Because you know why? Mac Hollins is going to fill him beautifully for him. Mark my words. Mark my words. Don't stress about Alshon. Because what have I been talking about? How the first 4 games are cupcakes for us. The first 4 games are cupcakes. Alshon, if he don't play the first 4 games, we still got the tools to win regardless, we should be 4-0. Look at the schedule. The Falcons are terrified of us. You think the Falcons gonna come in the link on the night we drop the banner? On the night we pull the panties down on a banner? You think the Falcons gonna come into the link and beat us? Do you really think that? Hell no. The Colts ain't gonna beat us. The Titans ain't gonna beat us. Or the Buccaneers. That's the first 4 games. The Buccaneers don't got Winston. The Buccaneers don't got Jameson Winston. Fucking Andrew Luck just getting back. I'm pretty sure he don't really want no smoke. The Titans is the only one we got to worry about. Bro, we're going to end the Falcons. We're going to end the Falcons season week 1. Week 1, we're going to end the Falcons season. Week 1. The Falcons gonna get probably beat so goddamn bad, they're gonna have to go back to the drawing board. They're gonna have to reevaluate. It's gonna be abysmal. I believe it's gonna be terrible. I mean, the score might not be, it might not be like a 30-point blowout, but I believe the physicality of this game, how I feel about our rookies, I feel like Goddard is a stud. I feel like Goddard is a stud. I feel like Josh Adams is gonna be okay. I feel like we good. I feel like Sidney Jones is about to shock the world. We good. We good. Don't worry about if Brandon Graham don't play the first 4 games. We got Derek Barnett and we re-signed Chris Long. Don't worry about if Alshon don't play the first 4 games. Mike Wallace going ball. Aguilar going ball. Mac Hollins going ball. I'm telling you, bro, Howie is a genius. Howie is a genius. Don't worry about if Wentz don't play. We still got the MVP. Come on, bro. We straight. We straight. And what the Dallas Cowboys got? What the Cowboys got? If Zeke go down, they fucked. If Zeke go down, they fucked. If they left tackle go down, they screwed. It don't matter if Dak in or not. They trash with Dak. Oh, you been waiting for the live feed, man? I'm about to start doing a scheduled live feed. I'm about to start doing a scheduled live feed. When football season jump in, my live feed is gonna be, I'm gonna do a Sunday live feed. No, I can't do a Sunday live feed. That's game day. That's game day. I'm gonna do a Sunday live feed right before Sunday Night Football. Right before Sunday Night Football. That's when the live feed gonna start. You heard it here. Live feed right before Sunday Night Football. That's the new schedule. Sunday Night Football live feed. And then I'm gonna do one probably before Monday Night Football to recap the Sunday games. Well, you know, I make videos really frequently, so you don't really need a live feed. Nobody not worrying about the Vikings. Nobody's worrying about the Vikings. Kirk Cousins has the most pressure on him in the league to perform. Kirk Cousins put them numbers up in Washington. It was basically to prove them wrong. Kirk Cousins has the most pressure on him to perform. We don't care who you respect. Who you respect. The Cowboys don't respect themselves. Would I debate Mark Holmes? Absolutely, I'll debate Mark Holmes. He has no leverage. He probably had beautiful hair the last time the Eagles won the Super Bowl. I mean, the last time the Cowboys won the Super Bowl. Mark Holmes probably had marvelous hair. Now look at it. It's gray and it's wilting away because it was 23 years ago. Dez is going to get signed to Cleveland, I think. Cleveland or the Patriots. I'll debate any Cowboys fan against the Eagles. I'll gladly do it. The resume speak for itself. The Eagles resume and the Cowboys resume over the last 20 years speak for itself. It's not even close. 2 Super Bowl appearances to none, with 1 win to none, 6 NFC title games to none. And I'm pretty sure we won a division more than them too in the last 20 years. It's easy. I hope Dez do join New England. Nobody not worried about the Vikings. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I know this might sound cocky, guys, but as an Eagles fan, we qualified to feel this way right now. We don't gotta talk to nobody that ain't won no Super Bowl. We ain't got to talk to you. If you never won a Super Bowl, we don't have to talk to you. Keep your name out our mouth. We don't got to talk to you if you ain't win no Super Bowl. Point blank, period. We ain't got to talk to the Falcons. We ain't got to talk to the Bills. We ain't got to talk to certain people no more. We don't have to have a conversation with the Browns. We don't have to talk to none of these guys. We don't got to talk to Minnesota. They never won shit. They don't know how we feel right now to finally overcome that obstacle. We don't got to talk to the Vikings. I think Carson Wentz is going to end up being one of the highest paid. I think Carson Wentz is going to get a $100 million contract with incentives, of course. Zeke finna be like Walter Payton. That was stupid of you to say. That was stupid. That was stupid of you to say. Zeke will never be on the level of Walter Payton. Zeke will never be on the level of Walter Payton. And the thing that really separates the Eagles against everybody else is because nobody decided to get bigger on our offensive line. Our defensive line is just simply bigger than everybody else's offensive line. Nobody wanted to do that. They wanted to add speed to the receiver core. But when you hurry a bum like Dak, when you put the press on a bum like Dak Prescott, he throws the ball really fast. He makes a bad throw. And we picked that shit off. We led the league last year in hurried interceptions with 12. But these guys don't watch football, man. They don't watch football. They just see plays and they just talk about the plays they see. They don't understand why these plays happen. They don't understand why these plays happen. We forced a lot of people into bad throws because we are simply bigger and faster off the edge. We're bigger up the middle with Jernigan, Cox, now Haloti Nada, now Michael Bennett. We're extremely bigger up the middle, pause, and we're faster off the edge with Chris Long, Derek Barnett, Brandon Graham. Come on, man. Come on. The Super Bowl is a hell of a drug. It's a drug that you ain't get to sample in 23 years. You don't even know the side effects of this drug. Let me tell you something. The Super Bowl drug has changed. It's changed. Don't you know how drugs changed over time? The cocaine you was used to 23 years ago isn't the same it is right now. Drugs change. Drugs evolve. This is the new Super Bowl drug we on. We're on a new drug. We're on a new drug where the stadium's so loud you could hear this shit in North Philly. You could hear it on 95. We on something else. We on something else. And if you claiming our Super Bowl title was luck, you are seriously mistaken. Because we knocked off the defending NFC champs. We knocked off the team with the #1 offense. Then we knocked off the greatest quarterback in the history of the NFL with a backup quarterback and a second-year head coach. And like 4 Hall of Famers out of the game. We didn't have our starting middle linebacker in Jordan Hicks. We didn't have the #7 guy in all-purpose yards and Darren Sproles. We didn't have the future Hall of Famer Jason Peters. We didn't have the current MVP at that time, Carson Wentz. We did this with a bunch of people, and we was the underdogs in every game. We was the underdogs in every game in the playoffs. They're gonna write a goddamn movie about the season we just had. The Cowboys can't say that. The Cowboys can't say that. The Cowboys can't say that. There is no city like Philadelphia. There is no city. The team feeds off the hunger of the people. The team feeds off the hunger of the people. And y'all Cowboys talking about Taco about to be a breakout star. You ain't won nothing in 23 years, man. We ain't running in 23 years. You are not the Steelers. Dallas, you're not the Steelers. Shit, you're not. The Dallas Cowboys keep claiming they're America's team, but it's about 3 to 4 franchises that are more prestigious and better. The San Francisco 49ers are overall a better franchise than the Dallas Cowboys. They were in the recent Super Bowl with Colin Kaepernick, a recent NFC title game with Colin Kaepernick. The Pittsburgh Steelers have recent Super Bowls, a better franchise than Dallas. And the Patriots are a better franchise than Dallas. Are you serious? Are you serious? But you America's team? Maybe it's a different America. Maybe it's a different America. You should be ashamed of Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott is a damn turncoat. Oh, there shouldn't be any room for kneeling on the field. There shouldn't be any room for kneeling on the field. That's probably how his face looked when he said it. As a black man, how dare you open your mouth and say that? How dare you? Your owner, the Jerry Jones, is way too involved. That's another thing y'all got going on. Come on, man. The Cowboys was America's team when everybody thought America was great again. That's the last time the Cowboys was America's team. In the industrial era, when railroads were built and all that. Come on, man. It's prehistoric. It's prehistoric data that you keep pumping out to the people. And then the media does the same thing. The media, every offseason, the media bigs up the Dallas Cowboys name every year. They have created this mantra that the Dallas Cowboys are the most scrutinized team in football, simply because they say their name and simply because they say that. And you guys as sheep follow that. How can the most scrutinized team in football don't win shit in 23 years? Dak said the same thing LeBron said. No, don't compare Dak Prescott's work in the community to LeBron James. LeBron James just opened up a school. LeBron James just opened up a school. LeBron James is damn near getting hate tweets from the president. LeBron James stands his ground. Dak Prescott doesn't have the luxury to stand his ground. You know why? Because Dak can be replaced. LeBron James can't be replaced. That's the difference. That's the difference. LeBron James is the greatest basketball player on the planet. Dak Prescott is not even in the top 100 NFL players list. Do your research. Do your research, man. Do your Googles. Tripping, man. Dallas Cowboys need to show some respect. Don't even show no respect to the Eagles. Show some respect to the NFC East. Because they have been the ones representing the NFC in the Super Bowl. The Cowboys have not done that in a very long time. Show some respect to the NFC East. The Cowboys should be lucky to be a part. The Cowboys should be lucky. If it wasn't for the Eagles and the Giants, seriously, if it wasn't for the Eagles and the Giants, the NFC East will be a laughingstock because nothing else has happened. Nothing has happened since for 23 years. The NFC East would be a laughingstock if it wasn't for the Giants and the Eagles. A laughingstock. We went to the Super Bowl 4 times in those 23 years while Dallas did nothing. We will be a laughingstock. It will be the Dallas Cowboys and 3 Cleveland Browns. We'd be a laughingstock if it wasn't for the Eagles and the Giants. So the Dallas Cowboys need to get off of their high horse about what you did 23 years ago and show some respect, because the NFC East has been represented well since the last time that you've done anything by the Giants and the Eagles. You see what the Redskins doing, Dallas? They shutting up and they knowing their role. That's what you should do, Dallas. Shut up and know your role, because you're not helping the cause. It's the Eagles and it's the Giants that are helping the cause. Come on, man. Cowboys out here running their mouth. Why we only have 1 ring? We got 1 ring because we got 1 ring. But we've been to the Super Bowl and 6 NFC championships within those 23 years that the Cowboys have done neither one. The Cowboys have done neither one. Come on, man. Winning the Super Bowl ain't easy. Winning the Super Bowl is not easy. But being good enough to get yourself in position to do it is proven to be just as hard. Because in 23 years, you haven't even been to the NFC Championship game. You only won 2 playoff games. You only won 2 playoff games. How many playoff games have the Eagles won in 23 years? How many times? Who put themselves in more positions to win in the last 23 years? Who? The Eagles or the Cowboys? Come on, man. I never compared LeBron to Jordan. I never compared LeBron James to Jordan. You never even heard me say anything like that. You never heard me compare LeBron James to Jordan. I don't know where you got that from. 5 is greater than 1. I know math. 5 is greater than 1. Of course, a T-Rex in his life has consumed more food than I have in my life. But the T-Rex did it 365 million years ago. I just ate today. Do you understand the concept that I'm trying to break down to you? Yes, a T-Rex has consumed more food than me in my life, but it was 365 million years ago. It doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter. Don't matter what the T-Rex did in the prehistoric days, because the T-Rex don't even rule Earth no more. Do you understand where I'm going with this? You guys need to stop, man. You're killing me talking this Dallas Cowboys nonsense. Exactly. Exactly. Dallas Cowboys fans right now, you run the risk of dying and not seeing a Super Bowl again. Again. If you went to the last Cowboys parade, you are really old right now, probably. Come on, man. Then you got this dude, Mark Holmes. You got all these Cowboys fans just talking because they got mouths and lips. Only thing they could talk about is the Eagles. You got these dudes talking just because. Come on. The Cowboys, if the Cowboys got a recent game on ESPN Classics, they lost it. They lost it. They lost it. There is no, all right, think about this. The Eagles have recent classics. Miracle in the Meadowlands. What else? The other classic where we dismantled Dallas. What else? The Cowboys have no recent classics. No recent classics of any games that matter. That's because you know they haven't done anything. They haven't done anything. They have no recent classics of any games that matter. Body Bag game was a classic. They thought we was never gonna win a Super Bowl, and they want us to talk. They want us to stop talking about it so bad. The media don't even want us to talk about it. Bleacher Report don't want us to talk about it. Bleacher Report said the Vikings are the best team in football, when Kirk Cousins never even won a playoff game. The Vikings the best team in football. They already got a suspect offensive line, and they got 2 linemen hurt. Come on, man. It won't be no NFC East without Dallas. No, it won't be no NFC East without the Giants and the Eagles. The NFC East would be a laughingstock. The NFC East would be a laughingstock. Wentz got more rings than everybody on the Cowboys roster. How about that? How about that? Wentz got more rings than everybody on the Cowboys roster. "53 years and I want to talk." It's about to be 53 years for you too. It's about to be 53 years for you too. You're already at 22, already at 23. Wentz got a Super Bowl ring. It don't matter if he played in the playoffs. Sidney Jones played 1 game and he got a Super Bowl ring. I'm sorry. In the last 23 years, do the Dallas Cowboys even got a goddamn NFC Championship shirt? Do they? Do they? Come on, man. I said, what matters? You acting like Dak won a playoff game. Has anybody on the Dallas Cowboys roster ever won a playoff game? Anybody? You only won, now mind you, you only won 2 in the last 20-something years. Has anybody on the Dallas Cowboys roster won a playoff game? Has your head coach won a playoff game? He don't even touch the field. Has your head coach won a playoff game? Come on, bro. You tripping. You got more TV time than us. That's more time on TV that you haven't done anything in 23 years. You only get more TV time than us because you got the biggest fan base in football. They wasn't even making rings with diamonds in them when y'all was getting y'all rings. Y'all rings made out of chocolate. We got stones. We got stones in our rings. Big rings. Look at y'all last ring and look at our new ring. They can't answer that. All they gonna do is say we got 5 rings. That's all you could say. That's all you could say. That's all you could say is you got 5 rings. It don't even matter. I'm about to get out of here and get some shut-eye. Steaming Willie beaming.